BBC Radio Northampton, and time for a local success story. Budget retailer 99p Stores is celebrating a decade in the business today. The Northampton-based company already has 138 shops, but is revealing plans this morning to quadruple the number of its stores, planning to open a further 600 in the next 10 years. Hussein Lalani is Chief Executive of 99p Stores. He's with me now. Good morning, Hussein.
Good morning.
So a big day for the company then, celebrating a decade in business. How did it all start?
It all started, well, it is a family business that was actually started by my brother and my father, the three of us together, way back 10 years ago in London in Holloway Road, where we opened our first store.
And people must have said to you, oh, come on, Hussein, there's already pound shops. Nobody's going to want a 99p shop.
Well, actually, no. We were one of the first retailers of pound stores, 99p stores in London. And when we opened our first store, we had queues for 3 days as people jostled to get in there and see what bargains we had.
So how did you end up? I know you've moved to Northampton now, to Pineham Business Park with a huge operation, but you started off in Daventry. How did you make your way from Holloway Road in London to Daventry?
Well, it was all as the company grew. In the first few years, we pretty much doubled in size every year, going from like 4 to 9 to 18 stores. And then we got to a point where our small warehouse in London just wasn't sufficient. And when we looked across the country as to what was the best place to locate our warehouse, we found that Northampton was the best for its connections.
And you now have 138 branches, as I said, across the country, including shops in Northampton and Wellingborough. What do you make of criticism, Hussein, that shops like pound shops and 99p stores kind of bring down the face of the high street?
I think that's a bit unfair. To be honest, you know, I'm sure that everyone would rather have a full site or, you know, busy shops as opposed to empty shops. And once you have empty shops on the high street, you'll find the neighbouring shops also start emptying out as the customers don't go to that part of town. So we need to keep our shops full, and we provide a valuable service to our customers and provide good value products.
And I guess you counteract any of those claims by saying, well, hang on, if we're going to open another 600 stores in the next 10 years, there must be the demand for our shops.
I know there's a demand. For example, when we opened our shop in Stroud, they actually started a Facebook campaign against us, and they had 1,500 people signed up. But when we opened our shop, on the first day, we had over 2,000 customers trading with us.
Is this a long-term thing then? You think that these budget shops, pound stores, or I know you're a penny less, but that sort of thing, they're going to be around for the foreseeable, are they?
Absolutely. We've been around for 10 years, and I'm sure we'll be around for another 10 years. Dollar stores in America have been around for over 30 years. So I'm sure there's plenty more mileage in our business.
And as inflation goes up and things generally get more expensive, Hussein, does it not get harder to keep your products at 99 pence, or do you just have to go for cheaper and cheaper things?
Not really. The product mix does change with inflation and over time, and certain products that weren't necessarily value at 99p all of a sudden do become good value at 99p, as I find other retailers charge over £1 for them, and whereas other products which we won't be able to stock because the price has gone up, they simply drop out of my range.
And why can you knock stuff out so cheap? Is it because you buy in massive amounts, or is it because the stuff's out of date, or it's from abroad? Why are you able to sell things so cheaply?
Well, for a start, we never sell products out of date. But the other way we get good products is, first of all, we actually work on less margin compared to the other supermarkets. And also we do deals with the manufacturers. Well, we do special production runs, produce special pack sizes for us, and that way we've always got a good offering for the customers.
And as a result of the success over the last decade, the local firm has kind of put a lot back into the community. You employ a massive amount of people in Northampton, don't you?
That's right. I think we're up to about 300 employees in the county of Northampton, between our stores and our warehouse and our head office.
Wow, which is a huge number. And do you envisage more jobs being created in Northamptonshire as the company grows?
Absolutely. We found that the stores we already have in Northampton are trading really well, and we'll be looking to get a couple more if we can find the right sites.
And in terms of the sort of head office operation, will that grow, creating more jobs at Pineham?
Absolutely. The warehouse will definitely be taking on more staff as we grow, and so will our administration team.
Well, congratulations, celebrating 10 years in business today. You doing anything nice to mark it?
No, I'm actually doing a few interviews today, so it's a busy old day for me.
Treat yourself to a bottle of champagne. Maybe not cheap champagne, not 99p champagne.
Actually, we do sell non-alcoholic sparkling wine.
There you go. Treat yourself to a bottle of non-alcoholic sparkling wine to celebrate. Hussein Lalani, Chief Executive of Northampton-based 99p stores, celebrating a decade in the business today, with plans to open 600 stores in the next